Okay, DGP 130. Back behind the mic, it's Steven and KP recording on a Wednesday, May 6th.
Howdy KP, happy hump day. It is good to be back behind the mic. Man, those April blues, they're gone, huh? Things change fast around these parts. Things change fast.
Just like that, man. The sun is shining on us again.
It's like Simba, you know. You go from the dark place, the hyenas, they're out, they're laughing at you. Then you go over the crest. Ooh. It's light, it's brightness. The kings are still out there. They're still here.
Life is all about growth, dude. And I feel like nothing symbolizes that more than when you think back to the TIFO that we saw just 3 years ago and the TIFO that we saw on Tuesday night. I mean, come on, man. Big growth from the club.
Huge growth. Absolutely. I mean, it's the memes before the game it's actually pretty funny. People are talking about, Arsenal getting the new TIFO fan. The rival fans just having a day with it. Like, y'all put out this stuff last time. You embarrass yourselves again. I mean, brother, I am riding a high. I am riding a wave right now. I know you are. If you're listening to this, I'm sure you are. This week is going to be one of the better weeks of 2026. Ooh.
Absolutely, dude. So maybe the best place to start is to give some shout outs to the Blue Sky fam who've been through the darkness with us, right? I want to give a shout out to Fahad. Never forget about Fahad on this pod, dude. Gilla Gunner is in the house. The Arsenal Hound. UGA Gooner. Never forget about UGA Gooner. You got Adam Whitehead. Lost on Beach, AFC 5 Ever. I've enjoyed the content recently. Goon Lightning. We're all out here, man. And the vibes are so high because the Arsenal have clinched their spot in a Champions League final after 20 years, Steven. After all this suffering.
Unreal stuff. 3 years in the Champions League, man. I think it was 7 years. Was it 7 years without even any European ball at all?
Europa, but I know what you mean. We don't count that as.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, the days. I haven't heard the Europa song since we've been in the competition. I'll be honest. I have not watched a lick of Europa League ball. So no, it doesn't count. It does not count. 3 seasons in the Champions League, 1 semifinal, 1 final. I mean, man, this is why you love your club, right? This is the stuff.
The celebration police were out already saying things like they're celebrating like they've already won the final. They're disrespecting my manager for getting a little loose. I was seeing some hip action. Did you see the dance moves out there?
Yo, that is actually so funny when he's doing that. Trossard's like, please don't make a meme out of me, brother. Please don't do it to me.
Trossard's like, yo, we're the same age, man. Come on.
Nah, scenes were great. I know you love talking about the stadium. I mean, for me, that was the best the Emirates has ever sounded.
The atmosphere was crazy, dude. There were whistles. And I guess the really cool part about it was towards the end of the game, especially, the atmosphere was like filled with belief, which is something that's been lacking a little bit. But I mean, the fans have been so amazing. I have genuinely never seen it like that or heard it come through the TV like that before. And I mean, even the touchline, my man Berta, I gotta give a shout out to Berta, dude. Are you kidding me? Out here fighting for his new club, for his new boys.
We out Atletico. We are a little bit of that team, right? I'll be honest. Atletico's a team that I had a disdain for. I do have a disdain for. I do not like them. I don't like the way they play. And this is like historically, right? Like back in the day when they were getting to finals and things like that. It's gone full circle. My club, my team We play like that. We're those dudes now. Those 1-0s, those dark arts, the manager acting a fool on the sideline. I mean, Mikel was doing all kinds of stuff over there. But guess what? That's my manager. That's my manager.
He's been earning it, man. And to be honest with you, before we go into full detail, I mean, we've talked about it on this pod. The measuring stick coming into this season was the Champions League. It was, can you get back to the semifinals? Can you get into the final? And at this moment in time, honestly, sign the extension, my guy. Sign the extension.
I've seen that. I saw some chatter today about that. Absolutely. I mean, before the season, we're talking about the league being in the competitions. We made a final, didn't win it. We're in a Champions League final. The league, we're 3 games away from winning it. FA Cup, what did we make? The quarters? Quarters in that competition?
Sounds right.
That's decent. I'll take that. Considering we're in the ones that actually matter. Signed a team. Sign it, dude. And honestly, yeah, it's a great place to be. May just started. The weather has turned. We're getting the games under the sun. The vibes are so high and it's so quickly, right? These things change. And ultimately, you say this all the time, like winning, just winning cures all. Doesn't matter, Mikel. Go on, act a fool. You're going to a final. What are they going to say? This season, we've been a little bit bitter. I think overall, we've been a little bitter because the football's not great. But we can't turn on them because the results are there, right? I think before the EFL Cup final, we had lost 3 games all season. There's plenty of points up to that. We're like, this doesn't look great. Is it sustainable? Is this going to... I mean, it doesn't matter. When the man's winning, he's winning. We had a rough period. April. Turn off April. April was a bad month, KP. But guess what? Is it 4 unbeaten? 2 in the league? A Champions League final? I mean... We're back. We're back, baby. The train is chugging.
The train is chugging big time. The summer transfers are already just lining up. They're all lining up. The people are asking for that kind of chatter, but not yet. Not yet. Never want to get too far ahead of your skis, okay? That's really important, especially in this industry. And I'm so happy that we have kept a cool head. We have tried to have some common sense dialogue on this podcast. We have been critical when it was needed. And you know what? The manager, first game this season that I saw a triple sub and didn't feel like, hey, he's panicking. It felt good. The manager's learning. I like it.
It felt like it was going to plan. Last few games, the subs have been interesting. They have felt very planned. Like the Odegaard coming off at the 60, like having, I want to say the left back situation with Calafiori and Capier, like you're going to stay on for this amount of time. You're coming off. Miles Lewis-Skelly, you're not getting a full 90, young man, but guess what? Subamendi coming off the bench, that's hot. So yeah, I think maybe he's learning. I hope so, man. I hope so.
I hope so too. And let's talk about the Atleti game across both legs. Last time we recorded was after the City game. Had a little chat about Newcastle, but both these games, I mean, I genuinely don't think I've been so confident that we're going to beat them both games.
Both games. You felt like we were gonna get the win in Madrid too?
In Madrid, it was going the way that you kind of wanted it to go, right? It felt good at times. Now, it ultimately, a couple of calls here and there, a couple of just football moments. Okay, there was a period of time where you did feel that we were under in that second half, but like it's an away game in the Champions League, so even after that, you felt pretty good with the results. You were a little upset with it, but it wasn't like over the top. But coming into this one, I really felt like we were going to win.
I felt like we were the better team pretty within like the first 15 minutes of the first game. It's like, okay, we could do this, right? I got to give a big shout out to Atleti. They're a good team, man. Like they beat Barca. They like create so many moments, like little moments, right? They're so chaotic. They obviously are pretty solid defensively. They have those two dogs up front, Griezmann and Alvarez. They're crazy. They create these little moments, but like over 180, I think it was pretty evident that Arsenal was better. Going up 1-0 on them in that second leg, it almost felt like the last 30 minutes. I mean, they were trying and it was, heart and mouth stuff, but it almost felt like they just knew. They knew. We used to do this to people. We used to do this to teams. They're doing it to us. We're in the stranglehold.
They were a little bit out of ideas in that second half near the end. I agree with you. And I think he even subbed a couple of his attackers, right? With like 30 minutes to go that were maybe a little unexpected. We did kind of get away with it a little bit, right? We've been kind of getting away with it all season, to be fair. But I mean, that moment where Big Gabby basically tries his best to just be a presence, right? And shakes that kid off the ball. I really thought they were going to score, and I was a little worried, this could turn pretty quickly, just like my vibes.
Definitely thought they were going to score. Obviously, everyone's talking about the Calafiori on Griezmann. Sure, I agree with you. And if that's all that happened, it's a foul. And that's absolutely a penalty. But referee blew the whistle. He saw contact on Big Gabby's leg. That's the way things go around here. That's the way things go.
They were mad at Big Gabby. I saw people calling him a cheat. They were so upset with him. I love it, dude. I love it. Overall, though, now going into the final, we know we're going to be facing PSG. There were some really good interviews after the game as well. And I think the team wants to face PSG because you think back to last season, right, when they had beaten us, and Mikel in his post-match interview was saying how the best team in Europe just lost. And there were some arguments about who's the best team in Europe. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the build up to it, and I think we can.
I am hyped for the final. Either one of them. You get Bayern or PSG. You're getting a top team, right? You're talking about the interview Saka said. Did you see the one with Saka? And it was on the Paramount crew. And one of them asked him, like, who would you rather face in the final? And he was like, I'm going to give the PR answer. I can't say, but you know who we want. You think that was PSG? Is that who you think he was referencing?
I would imagine so. Yeah, we've already beaten Bayern this season, first of all. Last season, this is the team that defeated us in the semifinal. And honestly, I mean, across both legs, we were in that game too. With all the injuries that we had, you still felt like we had some really good chances to leave a mark on that game, and it just didn't go in the back of the net for us. So I think the team really wants that, because it's also, this is something in the league that I feel when we end up winning it, hopefully, is that at the end of the day, we didn't beat Liverpool. At the end of the day, we didn't beat Man City when it really mattered. But in this moment, to go and potentially become kings of Europe by dethroning the person holding it already, it means a lot more, I think.
Facts. There was a lot of debate. I saw this being posted on our socials and stuff, and there's debate about who did he want? Who is it? People are like, I think it's Bayern, blah blah blah. I think it's PSG. I'm almost positive it's PSG. They are the crowning champs, right? We haven't played them yet this season. We got the chance to play Bayern already, beat them. Now we get to play they are currently the best team in Europe, right? They are crowned that. We had them on the ropes, I think, last year. That was a really good tie. I think we had our opportunities, like you're saying. It's got to be. Like, as a top-tier, A-class footballing club, you want to be crowned. You want to beat the best. We got first in the league phase because we beat the brakes off of everybody. Then in the knockouts, right, we've gotten Sporting, Leverkusen, Atleti. People are complaining about that. Oh, it's an easy road to the final. We put ourselves in that position. Atleti beat Barcelona. What are you going to do about that? We played who's in front of us. We did the job. We're in the final. And if we win it, you deserve it, right? You get the trophy. Undefeated, right? undefeated in the Champions League if we win this thing.
Wow, yeah, I mean, that's going to be huge. They've only conceded 6 goals in the competition, Steven. I mean, that's unbelievable from the team. And going into it all, I really hope that they deliver, basically, right? I do really, really hope that they can get over the line, to be honest with you, sitting here today.
We got to show up for the game. Absolutely. We're going to go in as underdogs. I believe that's just a fact. We're going to be underdogs. I'm sure the odds makers are going to have PSG. They are the reigning champs. Everyone's talking about them being the better team. We've gone through this slump. Arsenal's lucky to get here. Yeah, I mean, I think that takes some pressure off of us, to be honest. It's like, let's just show up, play our game, put in work. 1-0 to the Arsenal? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm okay with us being the underdog. I mean, they keep saying how much of an easy path we had to this final, but when you look at the other side, right? Bayern and PSG, they won their league 3 months ago. They're each leading their league by like 20 points. PSG moved around their game, having already won the league, so they could be more rested to play Liverpool. So it's just like the way these teams are built compared to us, compared to all the suffering that we have to go to, I just don't really buy it, dude. And so if we are the underdog, go for it. There's already people messaging me saying that you guys better sit in. You better sit in because these guys are going to come and they're going to slice through you.
I think it's going to be an interesting game, KP. You see the way we play, bar for bar. Let's take it to that. It's bar for bar. Are we going to play open like Bayern? Hell no, we're not. Absolutely not. We're not going to play that type of game. So I mean, we saw the semifinal last year. Those were 2 really good games. They edged us on both of them, but we were there. It's like, talk about the margin type game. We were in it. We were absolutely in it. So, hey, I'm very excited for this one. But again, we're the underdogs. I think the pressure should be on PSG, which is how I like it.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of pressure, obviously there was a lot of pressure going into the league now, a little bit. Going up against Newcastle, there was a lot of pressure actually on that Fulham game. It felt like going into it, and the players put on a show, dude. So 3-0 against Fulham, 1-0 against Newcastle. I thought there could have been more goals against Newcastle, to be honest with you, but it just feels like we're playing a little bit different with a few new players, call it.
I was really nervous for the Newcastle game. I was nervous. Newcastle, we know about Newcastle around here. Was nervous for that game. The Fulham game, I had a weird feeling. I was up for it. I know I'm the pessimist, but I was up for that game. I had a really, really good feeling about it. And maybe it's because Fulham has all the Arsenal players on it, you know? So they were like, do it for my boys. The boys back home type situation. But hey, talk to me about these lineup changes. What's going on?
I mean, there's really only one place to start, and it's the manager reintroducing the 19-year-old known as Miles Lewis Skelly into the lineup.
Say his name. Say his name.
Are you kidding me, dude? You watch these last 2 games, couple of things about it. We know Mikel loves a run it back mode. It feels like we have finally found our running back mode lineup. But also, you watch these games and it's like, oh man, it's almost like a left-footed player needs to play the left 8.
Ooh, KP. You know, we're riding the high, Champions League. This is something we have been talking about on this pod for how long? And he finally does it. It's crazy how Mikel does this. Back against the wall. Absolutely back against the wall kind of stuff. He's the cat with his claws out. It's like, this is all I have left. You know, I'm scratching, I'm clawing. Puts a 19-year-old kid in there who starts running things. It's like, this is the kind of stuff we've been asking for all season. Rotation. Why hasn't this dude been playing, dog? I'm telling you, Mikel Merino goes down in February.
Mm-hmm.
Was it January, February? Broken foot. We got Odegaard, broken. We got Zubamendi. I mean, struggling. We all know he's struggling. Declan Rice, saying that he's shattered after every game. Who else can play in the center mid? Who else can do it? It's actually, you got to give him kudos for actually doing it. Like, I'm all for that. He actually did it. And it does take balls to do it in the last 5 games of the season. That takes a lot of balls for him to make that move. But I do have to go on the flip side and say, why did it take you to the last 5 games to try it? You can give me the BS about him trying to do it in a cup game and Calafiori got hurt and all that. I'm going to tell you to hold that. Hold that. Hold your L. Like, to me, that's so silly to make those arguments. It's a 38 league game season. We have all these cup games. We've played we've won the most games of any season Arsenal's ever had. I think we've won 42 games this year. Miles Lewis-Skelly has started 2 of them in the center midfield, and we've won both of them. So go ahead, KP. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong.
No, it's not about being wrong. I mean, it's not even, that's the thing about it. It's not that we're sitting here and saying, oh, like, I could have told you Miles Lewis-Skelly is the best center midfielder that we're going to have. Like, no, that's not what it's about at all. I do know that you have asked for it in the past, just saying, just let me see it one time. Just let me see it. And he has rolled it out. It has worked out to his favor. And I really disliked the interview he gave when after the Fulham game, where he was saying that, like, oh, I don't know why I didn't do it, maybe because I don't know what I'm doing, but what I didn't like about it was that he started to say how, if I put this young kid in this situation, it doesn't go well, and then how they're gonna like crush him and how like it's gonna be flipped around. It's like, Mikel, I watched this kid play against Real Madrid and PSG just last season in the quarterfinals and I don't think the moment is too big for him, dude.
I mean, that's kind of the stuff I'm talking about. You waited till the last 5 games of the league season when we're crawling at this point. We're on our hands and knees trying to get across the line. That's a huge pressure moment for him to start the game. Huge pressure. We could have done this week 19 when Zubamendi was still kind of fresh. Be like, hey, Zubamendi, we're going to put the kid in for a half or 60 minutes. That goes back to like the piece of like, is he learning? I hope this is a huge learning piece of like, I have players I can use. I actually have puzzle pieces I can plug in. Plug and play, baby.
Puzzle pieces I can use. Puzzle pieces I can move around. I mean, it's only been the last few games that we've seen Declan Rice play at the 6. And that has also made a huge impact.
Gotta give you credit for that one. You asked for Declan Rice at the 6. It's worked. It's really looked really good. What team was it that tried to? I think it might have been Fulham, trying to play that 4 across the top. That sitting press. I'll call it a sitting press. They tried it on us. Declan Rice sitting in between the center backs, split them wide, worked like a charm, right? Opens up some passing lanes. A guy that can actually pass the ball dominant like Declan Rice. It changed everything. So yeah, talk about a wrinkle that actually worked. Shout out to the manager.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it's just angles, right? Declan Rice at the 6, going to check to Saliba and Ben White. It's easier for him when he's also under pressure to like whip his foot around it and hit that long pass, which he has been doing, and it's been super helpful. It's the same thing with Miles Lewis-Skelly. When he's checking to the other side, he can just roll that one touch is just a lot easier than when a Zubimendi has to do it. And it's not even to say that Zubimendi's been bad. It's just to say, what the hell is this all about, Mikel? Like, is it method or is it madness? Is there method to the madness? Like, what's happening?
It looks fresh. That's just what it is. It is a complete freshness that was added to the squad. It is. I always find it weird that we can watch these games and we see these things, and it's not just us. Like, I'm seeing things on social. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm seeing stuff from other people, other fans. It's like, I'm not the coach. I'm not saying Mikel doesn't know what the hell he's doing, but as soon as he does it and it's working, I love it. It's like, yeah, let's get more of this, man. I don't need now Miles Lewis Skelly to play 10 games in a row. I don't need that. But if he plays 3 games in a row and it works, and then we put Zuby back in, perfect as well, because I'm sure he's going to be top notch when he comes back. But not only is the center mids looking good, KP, the change has opened up for the other players on the field. Am I right?
Yeah, dude. And I mean, probably the one player that has made the biggest impact is Saka, right? Having him back. We talked about that City game and the feeling of like you're watching that game and you just feel like, oh, like I wish we had Saka. And it's just a little reminder of like, one, how good he is. 2, the benefits of just, you know what, sitting on the bench and watching. Just because there's also new players involved. Maybe he's learned a lot more about Gyökeres too. I think he has, because maybe the message is if you're 20 yards away from Gyökeres and the pass goes to him, he can't one-time it to you. He can't head it to you. He can't. But if you're like 10, 15 yards away from him, maybe he can. I just feel like Saka's also closer to him now when he's going up for a lot of the 50-50s, just trying to clean it up more because he's understanding a little bit more.
Big shout out to Saka. I think I've been hard on him. Like, I've wanted more from him. This is exactly it. Big time games, big time player. He showed up. Got to give him his respect. Got to give him his flowers. But you're right. The combination does look a little bit better. And I'm going to say, you said 10 or 15 yards. I'm going to drop that to 10 or 5 yards. I'm going to drop that down to 5.
Yeah, I would say just no matter what, don't get closer than 5 yards to him. So, because that ball is bouncing anywhere it wants. But to be fair to 14, man, 14's been cooking. Ever since he went to the international break, scored those important goals for Sweden and came back, he's been absolutely balling too. We can talk about him a little bit too. But just to stick on Saka, I gotta be honest with you. The goal he scored, when I watched that, I had 2 thoughts. One was, that's never happening if Martinelli is on the left wing. It's just not. Huge credit to Trossard. And then my second thought was, that's not happening if Madueke is on the pitch. Is Madueke going to read that ball? Is Madueke going to crash it the way Saka? When you watch it back, Saka's movement is so far ahead of all the defenders. Like, he's thinking, dude.
It is crazy we've gotten so many games of the Martinelli, Gyökeres, Madueke front 3. And we know how that ends up. And then you get this front 3 of Trossard, Gyökeres, Saka, 2 guys that are like technically excellent, and then 1 guy that smash ball. It looks so much better. It just looks so much better. And you're spot on. If the other guys are on the field at that moment, it doesn't happen like that. I don't know what happened to him. He just couldn't get on the field. He had like the injury during international break. I assume that he was injured, and like that's just my assumption. But the last 2 games, like, that's my dog. He's back. My dude is back.
Absolutely. You know the love for Trossard on this pod. He's been huge. That game against Atletico, dude. Oh my gosh. Tuesday night. The way he can just receive the ball under pressure. And you can see these Atleti players who are used to La Liga kind of, creativeness, call it, or just dribbling. They're dropping off of him. Like, the respect that they're showing him, the body feints, Steven, just different, man. Different gravy.
They recognize game. They absolutely recognize game. I was surprised he stayed on the field as long as he did. But I think it was a huge part of our game plan, like having him be able to control a ball on the left wing. When Gyökeres is out there, and obviously I think Gyökeres had a hell of a game. I thought that was probably his best game for us. Potentially even like man of the match stuff. I thought he worked his socks off, but he can't hold the ball up. Trossard, yeah, he's small, but he can, that little dude can hold the ball up. Like, technically he's excellent. And I like that they recognized his game because they were giving him some space out there.
Well, let's talk about 14 then. If you're going to say it was his best game, to be honest, Fulham game, really good, right? He had the brace and the assist, and he just looked a little bit more fluid. This game, I agree with you. He tried really hard, and he should have probably got that center back sent off.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have got the red card. I was upset when he missed that one chance. And Capier with a fantastic ball. Sure, it is a tough chance. I'm not gonna act like he should have buried it. It's a tough chance. Goes over the bar. I haven't seen an angle of how far over the bar that went. But if he had knocked that thing in, man, I'm talking he potentially could have been man of the match. If he made that goal, he would have been man of the match. Him playing in that Champions League game and the way he looked, and if you take the rest of the season and throw it away, and you just showed me the one game, this is the Ford for Arsenal and a Champions League semifinal. This is who we chose as our 9. I'd be like, yeah, I get it. That dude's a dog. He's a bully. He was actually really strong, right? He wasn't falling. He was super strong. Talking about this, he spun off that center back potentially for the red card. There was a lot of other actions that could have been fouls that were let go, which fair enough. But I honestly thought that was his best performance, even though he dribbled into Saka at one point, which was craziness, which was madness. I thought that was one of his best performances, and I hope he takes a lot of confidence from that.
I mean, I think so too. I think he is very confident. He has been scoring pretty regularly in this last month and a half. The football hasn't been great. We as a club haven't been doing great, but he has actually been scoring and contributing. So big credit to him. Big credit to him to keep trying too. I absolutely hear you on his work rate, man. I really do.
To go along with the work rate, and you're talking about Trossard, they're respecting him. I felt like their Atletico was respecting Gyökeres. They feel like he's a threat. They are respecting the big body, the speed. Are you getting those? Maybe that's why I'm so up on him. That's the vibe I'm getting from the opponent. Are you feeling that?
A little bit. I also just think I'm seeing him run the channel more, and I can't tell. Was he running the channel like this before, and we weren't passing it to him? Or is he making better runs now? Is it the players that are behind him? I mean, Benjamin White, we're going to have to get to this, but not a lot of players in the back line that can do a one-time pass like Benjamin White.
I think it is the balls in the channel. I believe he's been making the run. I haven't been in the stadium to see it on the telly. It's hard to tell. Don't know. There's obviously been plenty of moments when all of us are I don't know, Odegaard don't want to pass this dude the ball because he can't keep it. Saka don't want to pass this dude the ball because he can't keep it. But Ben White, we're talking about Gyökeres potentially having the best game of his season. Ben White, by a country mile, that was his best game of the season. One to watch. Talk your shit.
One to watch did footballing knowledge, man. I told you all. Just wait. Wait for May. Wait for April. April was pretty shit. I'm not going to lie to you, Ben White. I'm just not going to lie to you. It's been a weird season, but I really, really enjoyed his performance against Atleti in the second leg. In the first leg, the handball, so unfortunate. It's fine. They give that. Not his fault, honestly. But he was getting cooked a little bit. Every now and then when he was going to Lookman, he was kind of being left behind. Not the second leg. What did they do from the left side? Not a whole lot, dude. It was all down the other side.
Lookman got taken off early. He did not have a great showing. But yeah, I mean, Ben White, excellent game. He has been kind of on skates the last couple weeks. There's been that Mosquera. Will Mosquera start? I think a lot of people are assuming that he will. He keeps throwing out Ben White. Hey, and I think we're reaping our rewards with this game. Because if he's going to play like that, he got to play.
Yeah, and look, a couple of times, I think he's been maybe not on the right page as Madueke. I think the understanding he has with Saka is just so superior. Timber doesn't have that same understanding with Saka. The way he rolls that, the signature rolling pass that he does, where Saka's coming horizontally into the center, he is so good at that. It's so small.
That is the signature pass. You don't necessarily need Odegaard there to I think them two on their own. They have a relationship. I'm watching the doc, the 21-22 season, the Amazon, the All or Nothing. My wife wanted to watch it. I was like, yeah, I'll watch it with you. There's 4 players on that team that remain. Ben White and Saka are two of them. So, like, yeah, that relationship has been in the books.
Absolutely. Wow, that's such a good shout. I'm glad you're watching that too, man. Some good scenes in it. Some good scenes in it. Um, Anyone else to really talk about recently who's been just off the charts? I mean, Hincapié, you have him as April Player of the Month. I don't think there's an argument there.
Absolutely not. Seems like every time he's putting in a shift, it's like an 8. It's like at least an 8. And Capier's been holding it down for Calafiori. I think Calafiore's been solid when he's been playing. Not the best yesterday, I don't think. Wasn't his best performance, but solid. David Raya, I think he's now officially going to win the Golden Glove, right?
Yeah.
I think it's official now. Big Gabby Saliba, do we need to say anything? We know. We know. Like, there's nothing more to say. We know. Best partnership.
Absolutely. And I would say, however, that I think Saliba has really stepped up over these last couple of games. It's been a little bit under the radar, a little bit reminder of just how good he is. Couple of those sprints against Alvarez, he's just beating them to the ball, dude. Unbelievable. The passing has been really great. I just feel like he's a little bit more brave in his play over the last couple of games, where it just feels like I got to do something for this team too.
He put in that ball, right? Is he the one that put in the ball? It was, I mean, that's I feel like he's the definition of like a different gravy type player. Like, we don't talk about him a lot, but you don't have to, because he's just that good. We talk about Gabby more because I think he's in a lot of the actions, good or bad. It's like, Saliba, you just don't talk about him because he's like that Maldini player. Like, if I had to make a tackle, I made a mistake. Like, Saliba is just cleaning things up. That's why he's like a vacuum. He just cleans things up.
He is. And I guess the one player that we're kind of overlooking, who, to your point of players that are just changing the way we play, it's got to be the one and only Italian stallion, dude.
What you think about him the last couple games? He's actually back. Love it. You think he's been hyped?
I think he's played really well. I mean, a little reckless. I agree with you. It was probably a penalty. It was a penalty if you take away Big Gabby's action. I think absolutely a penalty. But he just does some crazy shit, Steven. I'm like watching these games and I'm waiting for him to do something crazy. But except with him, like, there's two players that I think they're going to do something crazy. It's Richie and it's Madueke. But with Richie, it also just looks very graceful and crazy. So I love it, dude.
The left-hand side partnership these last two games. Calafiori-Trossard. I mean, it's just, that's what you need from that side of the field. I think everyone knows once we start going right constantly, that's when things get bogged down. You got to have somebody on the other side that can do things. Those two are doing great together. Like, them two are excellent together. Now that we have MLS, right? Lewis Skelly, he's contributing. And we'd be remiss to not talk about Declan Rice. Declan Rice is that guy. Like, he is the dude, right? Like, undoubtedly, I want to say Saka is our best player. Probably offensively, of course. Over this entire season, I think Declan Rice has been our best outfield player. And I don't know if it's close.
That's probably fair, to be honest with you. And it's incredible the way he can play these different roles. We know how he contributes to the team. But the one thing about him that stood out to me was in the first leg. In the first leg against Atleti, he was the only one in that first 15 that looked like this is a Champions League semifinal. He was playing like it, Steven, and setting the tone.
Big game player in our own box, defending. He's always going to make a couple tackles, blocks, interceptions that are just phenomenal. I mean, doesn't get on the score sheet obviously a ton, but phenomenal. Like, absolutely phenomenal player. So got to give him some flowers.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think. Are we leaving anyone out? Is there anything to say about number 10? Number 10 walked out last, by the way.
I've really liked the way Eze's been playing. I'm liking it. I think it was great to get him off in the second leg when he did. His shift was done. He's not the 1-0 semifinal kind of guy we need to bunker down. Odegaard was a great sub at that point. But yeah, I've actually been having Eze, Lewis Skelly, Rice right now like that. It's working. It is just working. I feel like we're playing the ball forward. Energy, right? I'm getting energy from the squad.
Playing the ball forward for sure, playing the ball quicker, playing longer passes. I would say when you reflect on the way that we played for, let's say, 2/3 of this season, what's often lacking about us, what Calafiori really adds is that he's the type of player that follows his pass. You know, when you're growing up, the coaches are always like telling you to follow your pass. A lot of times with Arsenal, the way we were set up most of the season is like you pass and you stand where you are, and then the other person will pass it back to where the other person is already standing. Don't even bother following your pass because it's going backwards, okay?
That there is definitely some new energy in the squad. There's a lot of movement. I notice when Miles Lewis Skelly's on the ball, like there are people like looking to make runs. Like there's almost like an excitement of like something might happen. Something could happen here if I make this run. So I'm all about it, man. 3 games left in the league. Is there any further manager chat we need to go on? Is it run it back mode for the rest of the season? Are we gonna see Lewis Skelly? Zubamendi gonna come back in? Method or madness?
Well, 3 games to go, 3 weeks to go, basically, right? To the end of this month. I don't really know how much fitness management, things like that come into play at this point. It seems like he's riding the vibes right now, which I think, you know, what do they say? You'd never get up from a heater. You never get up from a heater, okay?
Monkey.
You tell the dealer to shuffle it again. Let's go.
I'm kind of with you. I don't know if he changes this up. I think you ride this one out. And the subs we have coming off the bench right now are strong. Like our bench looks strong again. If you're going to have Zubamendi, you have Odegaard. You have your 2 wingers if you need to use them. You have Nkapie. Like you have some closing pieces too. That's what I would say. We have closers. We absolutely have closers now. So if we can nick a lead in these games, we have the people to bring in to close games out.
Yeah, and realistically, I mean, this game against West Ham, that's the perfect opponent. They have something to play for. So I'm not even bothered with saying, you know, keep Gyökeres, for example. I saw King Kai. I know King Kai is back. He was on the bench. I was waiting for him. If that game against Atleti, if it wasn't going the way we thought with 30 minutes to go, I think King Kai comes on, dude.
Absolutely. If Gyökeres wasn't actually winning those balls and like challenging, like I assumed that he was going to come on for like the last 30, playing the long balls. Kai's there to win them, but Gyökeres did his part, which is good. Like give Kai some more time to rest and whatnot. He is a glass player right now, which is sad. But if he can get 30 minutes, you know, in these last couple games, he's a difference maker.
Maybe the one player that I would sub is probably Calafiori, just given what we see. It's hard for me to imagine he's going to play a lot of these next 3 games. He's going to keep him for that final. You know, that's the thing about Mikel. We're talking like, why did it take him so long to put Miles Lewis Skelly in there? He loves holding his cards so close to his chest, dude. He wants to have that element of surprise at the end of the season. So he's just been cooking this up in the lab, working with Miles Lewis Skelly, because to be fair, look, last season, he was losing balls in the middle a little bit, especially towards the end. They were figuring out the way he turns. So if he's going to put him in the middle, he has to spend a few months really working with him to make sure he's ready to play that center mid role. So part of it is good management. Part of it is madness. Some of it is method. I'll give him credit there.
Gotcha. He gonna pull the ace out of his sleeve. Gotcha. Last 3 games, man. I don't think we don't have the firepower off the bench. I honestly think we have to nick these games. We're gonna have to get up top. We have the closers. We have like Odegaard's a closer for me. Like if we're chasing the game, yeah, he can come on and maybe be creative. But the way we look and we're playing, Odegaard's the control, the solidity. It's like he's coming off the bench. Obviously, Zubamendi can be like that. Mosquera, Hincapié, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz can be thrown on to chase a game, right? Absolutely he can. But we know he can do the defensive duty up top. My only worry is our wings. If Trossard needs to stay on the field, obviously Saka has to stay fit. We have not seen the best of Madueke and Martinelli for ages. They haven't produced a lick. So I hope our wingers stay healthy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he manages that, to see if Saka plays this weekend from the start. I'm not sure if he'll play from the start, but maybe. We played on Tuesday, and we don't play until Sunday, right? So, and if Odegaard's up, he's enjoyed giving Saka the captain's armband a lot. There's a trend with that, right? Like, one of them's been starting because of that captain situation, dude. I'm telling you. We got to sort that out next season. We have got to sort out the captain situation next season.
Don't leave me with the cliffhanger. You got to give me a little bit of what you're thinking with this man, Martin Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard. Oof. I'm praying, man. I'm praying that you have some good moments. I want you to at least lift a trophy if things are gonna end soon. I don't want you to be another captain that leaves without a trophy. That means a lot to you. And he was on the ground at the full-time whistle. He was celebrating. He was kind of enjoying it all. And I mean, and on the other side, anything can happen, dude. Did you watch that Everton game at all?
No, I didn't. I watched a lot of the highlights because there was a ton of highlights. So I kind of got a gist of it.
So, those guys with the drop points, feelings are really good, man. Feelings are really good. And West Ham over the weekend, away, tricky game. But Declan Rice, he's feeling himself. I'm sure he wouldn't mind scoring in that game. He does love a good goal against West Ham.
I hope so. I do hope so. Yeah, my captain. Who's my captain? I don't know. I don't know going forward. I'm with you. Those are maybe that's a summer discussion, but you're leaving me on a cliffhanger. I needed to hear it.
I am. I'm sorry, but that's why you got to subscribe. That and along with the fact that we record pretty irregularly. I'm not gonna lie to you. But when we do, you'll want to tune in. You'll want to just ask around.
We're just here for a vibe check. We're not here to give you the in-game analysis. No. We're fans. Give you the vibe check. This is how we're feeling. This is what we're seeing. We were in the mud. We were in the mud. But we have risen out of the ashes, baby. Here we go. PSG in the final. Vamos.
Absolutely. And the one thing I want to wrap it up with is we talked about the changes. The most important thing recently is that we are scoring early. So keep on scoring early this weekend.
Hey, 1-0 to the Arsenal. If that's the way it goes for 3 games, so be it. So be it. What's 3 more? It'll be all right. It'll be all right. 4 more. 4 more. Why not? Well, everybody, enjoy the rest of the week. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Tell your friends. Tell your grandma if she wants to tune in too. Drop her a link. Why not? And then after the weekend, hopefully it's enjoyable. We'll see you on the other side. Be easy.